Welcome to OLC Enterprise Demo Number 1, Introduction to Enterprise Admin. These video demos are brought to you by OLC Support. Let's get started. First of all, there's two different interfaces. One is the admin interface, where you develop your enterprise and portfolio site. The other is the user website itself. Let's look at Google Chrome to have a look at the administrative interface. You can see it's a very plain introduction. The user interface is just a website that has a URL associated with your enterprise site. So this is what the user sees. This is where you go to start developing your site. There are really two different approaches to developing an enterprise site. You can develop enterprise as a replacement OPAC for eLibrary and use your existing website to continue to link to. And here's an example here that the region of Waterloo used. Or you can use enterprise as a completely integrated OPAC and library site. And here's a separate reference that you can look at to see how the County of Brant implemented their enterprise. The enterprise development guidelines that have been put together by OLC Support are key to understanding some of the limitations of enterprise, so please read these guidelines. As far as which browser to use, for the admin interface, you can use the latest version of Google Chrome or Firefox. You cannot use Internet Explorer for the admin interface. It will not work. For your patrons, the user website can be accessed by any current browser. But just be aware that different browsers will display content a little bit differently, so it's probably worthwhile to test your site using a number of different browsers. So the first thing you want to do is go to your admin interface and log in. I'm using Google Chrome to access the admin interface, so I'm going to enter my login. Everyone will have their own login, username and password, and we end up at the Enterprise Portfolio Admin Interface. This interface has a number of functions associated with it. There are three utility functions. Up here is select language, so you can configure different languages for use on your enterprise site. There's logout, where of course you would go to when you're finished your development for the day. And also refresh cache. You have to use refresh cache every time you make a change to your site. It'll refresh the server cache so that then your site will be updated with any changes that you made. Also in the administrative interface, there is one help function. And that help is context sensitive. You can click on help at any point and it will bring up help for that specific task that you're doing within enterprise. You will also be able to search within that help function to find information on different other topics. In addition, there are 6 administrative functions: manage general configuration, manage profiles, manage search suggestions, manage rooms, manage assets and information. Of those 6 admin functions, you'll really concentrate on 2 of them, that is manage profiles and manage rooms. Let's just have a quick look at manage rooms. Just going to click on manage rooms. It asks me which profile do I want to manage the rooms for, and most of you will only have one profile to choose from. Click on the profile and you come up to your home room, which would be your home page on your user website. All of these manage room functions will have a number of icons associated with them. There's the magnifying glass, which is the view and edit content function. There's the pencil and paper icon, which is the edit room function. And there's a number of other functions here. Most of these you won't use. Copy room, you'll probably use that when you want to create new rooms. Just copy an existing room. We'll quickly look at the Manage Profiles function. Again, there's a number of different icons associated with this. There's Edit Profile. You can preview the home page from here. You can copy the profile, and you can delete the profile. Within that, there's a number of selections you can make. And in this drop-down list of selections, the only one that you'll probably use on a regular basis is Configure Custom Page Elements. I'm just going to quickly look at that. Click on Configure Custom Page Elements. The only language I'm going to use for the demo is English. If you're using other languages, you could select other languages in here and go on to Next. This is my custom page elements. We'll get more into this in the next demo. As it's delivered to you, your enterprise site will be very bare bones. It will have, you'll have a profile with a blank home page with the exception of a logo if you've provided one. You'll have no content, so it'll be nothing over here, nothing in the middle. And you'll have this gradient blue background. In addition, you'll be supplied with the URLs for the admin interface and for the user website. Just one note on enterprise structure. Your user account is also referred to as your user profile. That's really your enterprise site. And each room within enterprise, the home room and subrooms, those are really just individual pages in enterprise. And you'll also hear the term child room. A child room is just any room underneath another room. So that's a very quick introduction to Enterprise Admin. We can now proceed to demo number 2, adding content to enterprise rooms.